Thousands of people take to the streets of Guatemala City to protest their president. The demonstration is led by subsistence farmers and indigenous organizations. This is the third consecutive day they've rallied together in different parts of the country. They're calling for President Jimmy Morales to reverse his decision to force out an international anti-corruption group when its mandate expires next year, and a ban to prevent the group's leader, Ivan Velázquez, from returning to the country.
The only thing Jimmy Morales and his party's congressmen are doing is protecting themselves and protecting corruption, because they're definitely corrupt and they will go to jail. So they're doing everything they can to get rid of CICIG and not be investigated.
Since starting in 2006, the International Commission Against Impunity in Guatemala, or CICIG, has helped public prosecutors jail ex-presidents, congressmen, and drug traffickers, earning praise from governments around the world. Last year, the commission started investigating Morales and his family for alleged corruption and called for his impeachment. Morales, a former comedian, denies any wrongdoing. Backed by the army, he announced on August 31st that CICIG is highly politicized and has overstepped its remit.
Last year, the United Nations Secretary General was made aware of the many concerns that the Guatemalan state had with the responsibilities of the Commission, with many members of its team violating our laws, enticing people and institutions to participate in acts that are corrupt and of impunity.
CICIG's critics say Guatemala's sovereignty is under attack.
Out of more than 190 countries, the only one in the world with a CICIG is Guatemala, and it hasn't worked. It was a failed United Nations experiment. If we analyze it, we see the main problem was trying to impose an organization that was above the law.
But most political analysts say that their work, which has continued in spite of this crisis, is essential.
During these 11 or 12 years of work, CICIG has laid bare the existence of illegal clandestine security groups. And over the past 3 years, the Public Prosecutor's Office, with technical help from CICIG, have weakened these actors and the ways they can operate.
While Guatemalans wait for the nation's top court to decide whether the president's actions are legal, these protesters have already made up their minds.
Organizers say that the street protest will continue until the president and his cabinet step down. But Jimmy Morales shows no signs of wavering, and that could mean that this political crisis will be heating up. David Mercer, Al Jazeera, in Guatemala City.